Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, February 25th. Okay, it is Wicked Wednesday. All right, we are halfway through the week. Okay, guys. So I will be using this Prism Oracle deck just to see what energy is happening at this time, what you guys might need to know when it comes to the energy. I've only been using one deck for each reading. I don't know why. Usually I have like all 5 decks for this particular order that I'm in right now. But all the other readings will not be like that. I do have other readings that I will be doing today that will be, more decks, but for some reason with these particular decks, I just felt called to do them individually. So let's see what the energy is like, what you guys might need to know. All right. So Spirit, what is the energy that the collective needs to know at this time for February 25th? What do they need to know with this energy at this time, please? Please give them clarity and understanding whenever they see this message or video. And please give them understanding while they're on their journey, and also what steps that they may need to take when it comes to receiving the clarity that they're about to receive for today, please. Always protect and guide the collective no matter if they see this video or not, and always give them clarity even if they see this video or not. Thank you, Spirit. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for February 25th for the collective when it comes to this energy? What do they need to know when it comes to this current energy at this time, please? Peace, okay? When it comes to peace, okay, some of you guys, doves could be very significant for somebody, okay? Maybe you guys are seeing doves depending on where you live. Even ground doves are still considered as doves, okay? Those are like the little brown speckled type of birds that you see. But doves are very significant when it comes to peace. This is about inner peace, inner knowing, okay, inner calm, being able to be in a peaceful type of energy, even if your environment may not seem as peaceful to you, because again, remember, everything is about perspective. Somebody may look at your life and just assume like, hey, why do you think this way? I would love to have this, but like I said, we do not know what goes on behind closed doors whenever it comes to people and what they deal with. Okay, sometimes people could have the biggest smiles on their faces and they could be going through the most challenging things behind closed doors, throughout their life or whatever the case is, happening. So peace is very significant for some of you guys when it comes to the energy that's happening. Some of you guys could maybe feel like you guys are in a, period of time where you guys can feel peace coming towards you. Now, this is the energy that is, like I said, that's showing up. There's something about a peaceful energy or peaceful resolution. But for some of you guys, maybe there's something about you bringing peace into the energy when it comes to you. Maybe you guys have a peaceful energy, right? But there's something also about, even if you have a peaceful energy, there's something about you being able to match energy as well. Okay, it's almost like you would rather have peace in your energy, but then at the same time, you could be around people too where even though you're trying to have peace in the energy, they may try to disrupt your peace. Okay, when it comes to that energy, there's something about you and your energy that's very potent, that you force people when it comes to their energy to bring peace within themselves. Okay, for some of you guys, there's something about, because you are in this peaceful energy, there's something about what you're attracting as well could be very significant when it comes to, dealing with other people and what you want, right? So yeah, when it comes to energy, some of you guys would like peace in your energy, or you guys are trying to channel more peace in your energy at this time. We also have consciousness, right? Being aware, okay, when it comes to your energy, being aware in the energy when it comes to your intuition, right? There's something about your intuition being heightened at this time, or there's something about your intuition when it comes to you being conscious and seeing things with your third eye, or seeing things for what it is, okay? So when it comes to energy and, you being conscious and intuition, there's something about you being able to see ahead of time when it comes to situations, how it will play out. And you, like I said, when it comes to your energy, like I said, intuitively, you would rather be peaceful, right? But like I said, when it comes to your energy, people could be trying to, disrupt your peace, or, do things in your energy to make you feel like, there is no peace, but you bring peace, right? You are peace. There's something about love, harmony, partnerships, things like that. It's almost like for those who always claim, especially when it comes to zodiac signs and placements, right? A lot of times people will always claim that, oh, I'm better than this sign and I'm better. And it shouldn't really be about that. Like when we talk about certain energies, for example, like Libra or Taurus energy, right? There's something about, we always talk about Venus energy and love and things like that. But we also have to remember that even though they represent those signs, they may not be the only ones, right, that carry that kind of peaceful energy. Water energy could be very significant as well when it comes to peace, right? For some of you guys too, there's something about grounding, right? You grounding yourself is bringing in peace as well. So space, right? When it comes to your intuition, it's almost like you guys know that you need space, or there's something about you knowing that you guys can see in the void, okay? You guys can see in the darkness when it comes to your intuition. Seeing the unseen, the unconscious is very significant. There's also something about space when it comes to needing your own space. So you guys are being intuitively guided to remove yourself from certain spaces, okay, or people, right? But the color black is very significant when it comes to protection, okay? So take what resonates with that when it comes to the energy. You guys are dealing with, certain things where you may need space from people because of your intuition. You can pick up on people's energies. You can pick up on their motives. You can pick up on a lot of things. Yeah. For some of you guys that need space, there's something about facing your, fears, right? So when it comes to like your intuition, you need space because you can pick up on other people's fears. You can pick up on, certain things about them that is very significant. So again, either facing your fears is very significant, or there's something about someone fearing your energy because of your intuition. And I think that's also crazy also, right? Some of you guys, when it comes to peace in your energy, you guys are seeking isolation. So like I said, when it comes to facing your fears, isolation for some of you guys could be someone's fear. Now, this may not be the collective sphere. Like we can be in solitude. We can be in isolation. We don't mind being in isolation. We don't care. But there's something about someone else's energy where they could be scared to be alone. Okay. There's something about, you may be someone, this might sound crazy, but this may resonate for somebody who's like able to see the unknown. You could be someone who jokes around with ghosts, okay, or like unseen energy. Like something could happen, like something paranormal will happen, and most people would be like, ah, oh my God, ah, like they'd be scared, right? But with you, you're like, I see you, come out. Okay, like I know you're here, so just, show yourself. Like you're somebody who doesn't care about that. But when you isolate yourself, you bring peace to yourself, you bring peace to your energy, okay? And that's very significant. And I think that's what other people may fear when it comes to the collective's energy, is that, oh no, the collective is finally isolating themselves and, being alone. And it's like, yeah, some of us actually enjoy being in solitude. Not everybody wants to be around people. Yep. Anger. Okay. Someone could be angry in your energy at this time when it comes to you being isolated or being alone, okay? So when it comes to them having to face their fears, which is not your problem, there's something about you giving space because of people's fears, because when you isolate yourself and you're in your own space, you bring peace to your own energy. And you can tell that when you're around other people, you can tell when people are being shady, conniving, sneaky, being weird, or just having that weirdo energy. And you were aware about this, and this is what makes people angry, because you don't care to isolate yourself. You would rather be alone than to be with people who consciously, right, would rather be provoking, All right, guys, there's something about people trying to provoke your energy. You would rather be alone than to be around people who are provoking. Yeah, movement, right? So because people are angry that you're making movement, there's something about your intuition. It's like you know when to move, you know when to do things, you know when to, say things, you know. Okay, yeah, passion, right? It's because you guys are passionate in what it is that you guys are moving towards. Okay, and that is why people are upset, because for some of you guys, you don't care to isolate, you don't care to be by yourself. You can tell when people are going through something, you can tell when people are losing it, right? And it's like you don't want to be around that energy. Yeah, because of your passion, you may have rejected something. Okay, your passion, either you rejected something or you were rejected, and that's you facing your fear for whoever resonates with this. Now, when it comes to the collective, this could be somebody you rejected, and that's their fear. Their fear could be your rejection, but your rejection is protection for you, because why would you want to be in this energy when you're making movement, right? You're rejecting someone out of your energy purposely because you know that you would rather be in peace. You would rather be in this peaceful energy than to be in, certain energies that don't resonate with you or not for you, right? So take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation when it comes to, yeah, your love. That is why you guys are in isolation, because you know your love is protective and it's grounded. Okay, and you are protecting your energy, and this is why people are angry, okay, that are outside of your energy. So this could be family, this could be friends, okay, this could be anybody in your energy who had some type of, it's not even that they had control of you. They may have felt like they could have had control over you, and then you just flipped the switch and was like, look, I know the games you're playing, I know what nonsense you're on, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore, it's my turn, right? Now some of you guys are flipping the switch when it comes to that energy. So there is something about the energy where somebody could be mad, okay, because you always have love and strength, okay, yeah. Even when it comes to like your creativity, there's something about a light bulb going off, okay? Getting a new idea when it comes to passion, okay? When it comes to movement, okay? So again, you being in isolation, you're working towards your dreams, your goals, you're being focused at this time. You're not worried about other people and, their nonsense. Yeah, frustration. There's something about, yeah, either you rejected somebody because you knew, there's something about a light bulb going off when it comes to strength. You knew, and there's something about somebody trying to put a square into a circle. So again, when it comes to being rejected, there's something about you being so multi-dimensional or multifaceted that you could maybe fear rejection when it comes to like your creativity, or there's something about you facing your fears, and whether you're rejected or not, you're still stepping into your creativity. But there is something about someone being frustrated because your mind may work in a particular way that they can't fit you into a circle. Like you can't put a square into a circle. So it's basically like you do not fit in where you are creatively. Okay, so when it comes to your creativity, you do not fit in. Okay, you literally maybe stand out, and there's something about maybe being put inside of a box, like a square being put in a circle. It's like you can't force something that does not fit. It's like putting a piece of a puzzle that does not belong into that section and forcing it to fit. You can't do that, right? And that could be some of you guys when it comes to your energy. People try to force you into a box that you're not. You are very dimensional. You're very diverse. Okay, your brain works in very mysterious ways. Okay, so there's nothing that anybody can do, right, when it comes to your energy. And that is why sometimes people get mad at you, because, you could reject people because you're aware, right? Abundance, yeah. So because of your strength, you're receiving some type of abundance. This could be happiness, your confidence, okay, whatever this is that you guys are moving towards. And this is about you guys facing your fear as well, is very significant, right? So take what resonates with that when it comes to the energy. This could be confirmation for some of you guys. Money could be very significant as well. Yeah, caution, right? Being very cautious at this time when it comes to your abundance, or when it comes to money and your creativity, right? So you could be cautious about, yeah, who you have in your energy. And also when it comes to like being the ideal, right? There's something about maybe you're not the ideal for certain environments, but then when it comes to your creativity, maybe you are the ideal, okay? Maybe you're the golden one, right? Maybe you're the one that's like the diamond in the rough, whoever resonates with this, okay? But there's something about you being cautious, right? But still, illumination wanted to show up, okay? You're still illuminating your energy at this time, right? The sun is very significant too when it comes to solar energy. So yeah, mystery also. Like I said, when it comes to you shining the light, things that are hidden, a mystery, you shine light on things that are hidden, okay? And that is why people could be mad as well, and also sad, because again, whatever is hidden, you see things for what it is, and someone could be in your energy projecting sadness, or there's something about someone being sad because maybe they know that once you leave whatever energy this is, and once you step into your power, there's no coming back. Like, there's no stopping you basically from moving forward to what it is that you're doing. Now, this could be different for everybody. This could be you moving out, okay, and somebody losing opportunities because of that. Or there's something about you moving forward when it comes to, like, if it's not moving out, this is finding a new job, and then all of a sudden that company collapse, right? Because you were the main person, like that was the glue. Okay, so if you were the glue in anyone's situation, that could be confirmation for somebody. Yeah, there's something about people being sad when it comes to your energy, or there's something about, you know, people being upset because you isolate yourself and you no longer want to, you know, deal with their shenanigans, and that's on them. I'm going to get one more card. I just saw 1551 as confirmation. I'm going to get another card out of curiosity before I end this. Give me, oh, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, faith, right? Having faith that everything will work out for you, okay? So again, like I said, even if this is not about someone else's energy, this could be you. You could be in this energy where maybe you could have felt sad at one point when it comes to being isolated or rejected or being alone. But now you guys are having faith, and you guys are seeing that, you know, it is what it is. Things are supposed to work out for me once I go with the flow of the divine. And yeah, I'm going to put in that work as well. But if it's not for me, it's not for me. There's something about not forcing things that are not for you. So if that job is for you, you know, you're going to get that job. But if it's not for you, then there's something about having another game plan and working towards something that does fulfill you, okay, and doesn't waste your time, right? Determination at the bottom of the deck is very significant, okay? So take what resonates with that when it comes to like going through challenges, climbing up those obstacles, being able to pass through anything that was trying to stop you, okay, with rejection, right? It's almost like someone being mad at the collective that, you know, like I said, when it comes to showing up for yourself, someone could be mad that you show up for yourself every day. It's like, how are you mad at somebody who's showing up for themselves every day, 1717 on the timer, and it's almost like they're happy about being able to show up for themselves, because at the end of the day, it could be worse. Okay, like it could be worse. So instead of being in the negative, why not be in the positive? Okay, so someone's energy could be trying to suck you into this negative, low vibrational type of energy, but you're ignoring that and you're moving towards your passions, you're moving towards your goals. All right, guys, but I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you guys. And again, thank you for the love and the support that you guys have been giving and sharing. I appreciate that. And I'll see you guys next time. Follow me on TikTok and YouTube. And again, my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys so much, all right? Have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye, guys.